Hey there. So let's take a look at the beginning of marking period two. And when we had our ending of marking period one, there were a lot of kind of feelings of crazy and things that were going on. And you were staying with me and you were doing really good work in AP Lang. But I think managing the college workload was a struggle for a lot of people. I'm also going to tell you that as someone who has been through college and graduate school a couple times, I never get tired of working on the me piece of this, the self piece of this, the how do I get better piece of this, and how do I do this better. And I found these two videos that I absolutely loved, and I put together a project that you're going to work on this week that not only deals with the things that we're dealing with in AP Lang about rhetorical strategies and rhetorical appeals and all the stuff that's content based, but also allows you a little bit of time to invest in yourself in the way you organize and handle your study habits. So that's what I'm going over in this assignment overview. And what you've got, it's 4 parts, and they're all due on Friday. It's a 4-part assignment. And the first one is this video, and I put it in Edpuzzle, called The 8 Habits of Successful Students. And it's an awesome video. It's about 12, 13 minutes long. And he asks you, he goes over some of the same structures that Stephen Covey does in his 7 Habits book. And he talks about 8 specific habits that'll make you a really successful student. And then, since particularly now that I'm teaching remotely, I am going to be, working online. I don't worry. I just want you to understand that there are some strategies for working remotely. Remote learning has been a disaster for a lot of people, and adjusting to working at home has been a disaster. It is harder. It is different when you're not being structured. So this is going to go over how to survive in a situation like that, because you have to fill in some of the things that school used to do for you, and you can do that. And then when we get to the English side of it, I asked you to take a look at this thing and create this thing called the Successful Students or an 8 Habits Online Survival Guide Project. So you watch the 2 videos I just gave you. Then you're going to go over to one of these product choices, A, B, or C. A is an infographic. You can go to canva.com, pick to chart, snap one of those. Or you can choose to write a blog article if that's what you're into, or you can do a trifold brochure. So you're going to produce either a visual text product, like an infographic or a trifold, or an actual article. Whichever one's your comfortable zone, that's fine. I'll read either one of them. I'll look at either one of them. You're going to pick one of the things they talk about. He talked about in here. Oh, sorry about the jumping around there. He's going to talk about the 8 habits of highly successful. You can pick an overview of the 8 habits and do an infographic or an article on the overview. Or choose an individual habit, like being a forward thinker, about moving toward adulthood. You can combine it too. Or you can do a review of the online class survival guide or any of the tips in there. And organizing your digital life or ways to break up your day, things like that. You can pick pieces of it and find a specific focus for your choice. I want you to create a product that, and it's an infographic, an online blog, or a trifold. That's the product. And it's got to do 4 things. It's got to make a strong appeal to logos, which you should know how to do, a strong appeal to pathos. It has to effectively persuade or inspire its audience to respond. And the language and the spelling of the product must be publication ready, as in not missing the coordinating conjunction and in here like I just did. So you want to make sure that it's perfect by the time you get it done. Then you're going to fill out the analysis form. The analysis form, what are you talking about? Well, I'm talking about this right here, this analysis form. So when you're all done, the last thing you're going to do is you're going to tell me first and last name and tell me, how did it appeal to logos? Tell me, oh, mister, it's right there. That's how you appeal to logos. And then how does it appeal to pathos? Oh, it's right there. And then how does your rhetorical strategy make the product effective? Well, I use this particular metaphor, or I use this particular imagery, or I use this particular graphic with the following details that make the audience think thus and such. So you're going to tell me why you did well on this, okay? And ultimately, I'm going to use this rubric right here. So make sure you look at the rubric so you know how it's going to be justified. I am looking for creativity. You'll notice it's a 120-point rubric for a 100-point project. plus you get 40 points for your analysis. It's a 40-pointer right here. So you get 100 points here and 40 points there. Now, if you're looking at that and you're saying AP Lang Maroon cohort, if you go ahead and jump over to blue, you'll see that the same things exist in blue cohort, those 4 items right there. And the only thing that's not here, because I haven't put it in yet, is the video that says assignment overview, which is right here. So no worries, enjoy. It's actually kind of a fun project. Take the time to work on you. All right, I'm not going to give you straight up normal English stuff until you get to class on Thursday and Friday, and then we're going to jump back into regular literary analysis. But I wanted to take this project and put your rhetorical strategies and some of those art and craft of rhetorical analysis pieces into play, working on you as a student, because you are worth it. And if you can learn these skills, you can be really successful in college, grad school, and frankly in life. So I hope it is a useful project for you as well. Thanks so much for watching.